Owen, thanks very much for joining us. We've played our first game of the pre-season camp last night. Your thoughts on how that went?
Yeah, I was delighted. I thought it was a real tough test, which we knew, the quality of Lokomotiv Zagreb. I mean, they've got the left back had played 30 times for the national team. They've got a young number 10 that they turned down huge money from Genoa, and so wonderfully talented team. But we were terrific. I was delighted with the application, how hard we worked with the ball, without the ball, and the minutes we got under the belt for the core players and equally a lot of the young players. So in terms of an exercise, which it was great. For the first game of the pre-season, absolutely delighted with how it went.
And it's also worth acknowledging the humidity and the temperatures the players played the game in.
Yeah, but that's the reason we're here, Sean. We're here because we come to an environment that the training pitches are great. We're going to be working at certainly a number of degrees higher than we're used to back home. So in terms of the fitness levels, the high intensity, everything goes with it. And of course, building that team spirit, that camaraderie, everything that we're known for. And so that's why these trips are so worthwhile. We've brought a lot of young players on the trip as well. Gives them valuable experience that will stand them in good stead for the months and the years moving forward to be part of Queen's Park. So yeah, delighted with how it's going.
And you mentioned the young players. The team that finished yesterday's game was almost entirely made up of those youngsters.
Yeah, it was nearly entirely. With one or two experienced players to help them. Louis Longridge, Lewis Moore, and Scotty Williamson as well. And credit to them for. But your young Cammy Bruces and these kids coming in, Big Lewis at centre back, and Zach Morkin. It was great, and so delighted with that. A wonderful experience for them to stand toe to toe with some top European players. I mean, that Lokomotiv Zagreb team finished 4th in the Croatian Premier League, so tells you the quality they have. So that was a wonderful experience for them. But the most important thing, as I say, is that every day we're getting fitter, we're getting stronger. We're going to be into a big domestic season, both in the Cup and then obviously the league and a tough championship. A league that Queen's Park as a club have not been at that level for many, many years. We want to make sure that we do ourselves justice and being there and being competitive. And the group have got working really hard. And as we go, I'll continue to add to that. I'm still looking for another 4 or 5 players coming into that team to add real competition, real quality, and give us an opportunity to win games and keep developing what we want to do at Queen's Park. By doing that as well, it also provides a clear pathway for young players coming through, because that's what we want to be known as we the months and the years ahead. And it's an exciting time, exciting for the club. I mean, a club that the history and the tradition of Queen's Park, it's just a wonderful story, and we don't lose sight of the core principles, the core values that the club stand for. That's ingrained in us, and we want to develop everything else to go along with that.
We're just past the halfway mark now of our time here. How do you feel it's went so far?
Yeah, as I say, I think it's went, without being repetitive, it's went really well. It can continue as we do to strive to get better in everything that we do. But in terms of the hard work, their application, how they are as good human beings, that's really important, because what we want to do, of course, we want to have really good footballers at a club, but we want to have really good people, and we have an obligation, and a duty of care to try and grow and help people develop, and as I say, have really good people at our football club.
We've got a couple of days now before the next game, another real challenge for the players against Utrecht on Saturday night.
It'll be brilliant. We go to Utrecht's training ground. I think they're inviting their fans to come in, so it'll be a wonderful atmosphere. And for us, again, it's another great opportunity to continue to get those fitness levels up, continue to understand in terms of how we want to pass and move the ball, everything we want to bring into the domestic season. And it provides the players a real test, and that's what we want. We want to play against real top opposition to give us problems that we can try, as I say, look to improve, look to get better individually and collectively, and by doing that, that will give us a chance when the season proper comes around.
Thanks, Owen.
Pleasure as always.